Hey collective, I have been channeling all day. I thought I'd take the day off reality and go into other realities. And it really paid off. I did my hair, I did my brows. Anyway, I'm going to try and direct this energy that I have. I just had a light up there. I'm going to light one of my candles that I made. I made it quite a while ago, but I forgot I had them. Last night I was talking to my daughter and I was like, I don't have any candles. And then I was like, I have candles that I made. There we go. Let's put that, that's quite windy, we'll pop it up here. You guys can listen to the birds today. They are chirping because it is sunny. There's a duck waddling around out there. That's like the best frequency music, I feel. So, welcome in if you're new here. I'm Tracey. This is going to be a collective reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Please like the video if you can. You know, you just tap the little thumbs up. And there goes a magpie. Come on, stick. Just lighting up some Palo Santo. I'm currently growing my own sage. I'm like a little bit impatient, like come on, I want to make some smudging sticks. Spirit guides, ancestors, Holy Spirit, please come down and be with me and the collective at this time. Protect us, cloak our energy from any negative energies or anything sent our way that's not for our highest good, and let me please channel messages for our highest good right now. Thank you for all the support that you bring to us and for being with us. Amen. Make sure you thank your spirit guides. I always say it, and your ancestors. I thank mine every night before I go to sleep. I thank you for putting up with my shit. I know I'm blind sometimes, but they are very patient. They have patience that no human can comprehend. Oh, my stomach, I'm hungry. I am fasting right now for feminine reasons. Let's give this a wee wipe. I haven't posted any videos for a little while. I've been pretty deep in my study. It's getting deeper and deeper. I'm doing a psychology degree at the moment. Okay, what cards are we going to use today? Oh, I know, I've been dying to use these. This is a bit of a struggle, trying not to knock the cup and not to knock the selenite. I have crystals everywhere, by the way. I have a little fluorite little tree here. I have my obsidian. I use this to clear my pineal gland. I have selenite tower just over here. I have, I don't know what this pink one's called. And then I have a phallic shaped amethyst over here. And they have this little elephant. I don't know what he is. I can't remember. kind of like jasper, but not really. So, I was trying to tint my eyebrows earlier and it just didn't work. These are my first and original cards, the Voyager Tarot, and they're my favorite, and I was thinking about them yesterday that I really wanted to pull them out. So here we are. Oh, what's going on here? They're pretty hammered. Let's get that out of the view. That's a bit weird. Oh. Come on. Out you come. Out you come. It's like a little portal. Still have the original box. Where's that dirty? I was feeling like a little bit of a, I don't know, is it a leopard or the cheetah that has spots? I'm wearing my wild leopard print pants today. And they've got this crazy flare at the bottom. I brought them and my kids were like, Mum, you're not going to wear those. I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm going to wear them. They're going to wear me. It's so comfy though. They're velvet. They're velvet. They're very, very soft. Okay, Holy Spirit, Spirit guides, ancestors, tell us a story. What's the energy we need to read today? So yeah, I've spent all morning in the ethers. It's the afternoon now. I see courage and fear. You might be picking up some fear. I've had like the odd bit come out of nowhere a little bit, here and there, like not really connected to any. There's like a lot of secretiveness in the energy. It's annoying me a little bit. I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to accept that I don't need to know everything. So you might be feeling a little bit anxious at the what you don't know is coming, that you may be able to feel that something is coming, that something's happening, something's transpiring in the energy. And it's not even like a control thing. Like, I'm real good at surrender and control. But I don't know, it's a really powerful energy. Like, what is going on? Should we see what's going on? Let's see what's going on. Dun dun dun. Sorry if you've got headphones in and I just stung your ears. That happens to me sometimes. Oh, I see the star and courage. So there's been a lot of healing, a lot of releasing. It's like a big transformation. Transformation energy. All right. Reflection. Yeah, Two of Worlds. There's been a lot of reflecting. A lot. How far you've come. How far we've come. What's that? Is that Matchbox 20? Or Green Day? Might want to look that song up. Okay. Brilliance. And fulfillment, which was upside down, so you might not be feeling fulfilled at the moment. Like you're missing something. missing something. But your mind is thinking about lots of brilliant things. Like, you might have a lot of ideas. You could be getting quite overstimulated with lots and lots of ideas, lots and lots of downloads in this energy. And you're like, what am I fucking gonna do with all of this? What are we doing? And there's like a withholding, like a hangman energy too. Like, you've got all these ideas, but you've got to wait. I've been seeing the word wait. Like, what are we waiting for? What are you waiting for? Oh, my candle looks so pretty burning. It's full of glitter and stuff. I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, it's pouring out. Oosh. I just seen a cutthroat Virgo that thinks you belong with them. Cutthroat. I just put a video on TikTok and I was like, there's like an energy too, like an unwanted energy. I feel like it's testing to see if you're going to go into your creativity, if you're going to go into your like toxic side. But at the same time, I don't think there's anything wrong when we go into like toxic masculinity, because there's healing that needs to be done there. Being aware, obviously not hurting anybody when you're in there. And to scene 1144, sometimes we need to dip into, and I'm not talking about your shadow side. Well, yeah, see, there's just a massive, there's so many dimensions of everything, right? There's, we are feminine and masculine. We are dark and light. It brings us into being a complete being, a complete soul, a complete spirit, a complete energy. We cannot have one without the other, is what I truly believe. I have done a lot of research because I like to open my mind and learn and study everything about something before I make my mind up. I need to have all of the information possible. I will never take someone's word that they're stuck on and make that my own. That's, what do you call it? I saw it in my assignment last night. Plagiarism, right? That's their own perception. That's their own findings. That's their own decision that they've made. We must make our own. We must gather and source our own information and then make our own mind up on everything. But I do believe that, we have these aspects of ourselves that are dark, that are light, and then they branch off into different aspects of all of those aspects, making one whole. When I say toxic, it's ego, obviously. And ego, I feel, can be toxic and non-toxic. Sometimes it can be very ambitious, and it can be a really good power that fuels us. It doesn't always necessarily have to be causing pain, right? And we must go into all these different aspects to do work. We work in every single aspect that we have. Creativity. So when we're in these spaces, if we can be creative, it's an outlet and it helps us grow. We grow through creativity, right? So not overthinking and not stressing, not feeling shame and guilt for whatever we're feeling and whatever space we're in, but being creative with that energy and using that energy to progress, to grow yourself, to invest in your present and in your future is really handy. We must use everything that we're in, every energy. Don't waste it. Don't waste any energy you're given. Like, a lot of people are scared of their dark side. And I think it really needs to be embraced, as long as you are respecting people's boundaries. Like, it needs to be inside. You need to express it. You can express it on the outside, but you need to do it in a creative way that's not putting it on somebody else, right? I like to embrace my dark side quite often with dance, with costumes, with makeup, with writing, you know, in these ways of your masculine, your feminine. They, you know, we're not all just loving and nurturing. We are also a little bit, you know, sinister and feral, right? Like, I'm a hunter, I'm a trained hunter, I have a switch and I can kill things. But lately, like, I am gonna go hunting in a couple of months, and I've never been pig hunting, and I struggle to watch pig hunting because I think it's just that little bit darker than I am. I think, like, I feel personally that you shouldn't torment something before you end its life. I feel like that's a bit, you know, so it's going to be a really interesting experience for me, because I'm going to have to get over my feelings and my thoughts about it. And it's going to, you know, grow me as a person. When I've hunted, it is, you know, the pig doesn't know necessarily that I'm coming. It doesn't know its life is going to end. And I guess it is in pain for a while. Anyway, finding ways to embrace our darker sides that are creative, that are helpful, that are fruitful is a power. It is a power in us, because we are human and we are dual beings. So instead of, you know, a lot of people who are not in touch with themselves, that are not healing and not looking at their traumas, they might go out and embrace their pain and their darker sides by, you know, manipulating other people or hurting people or taking from people or hurting themselves even, right? Because that's what we do. We hurt ourselves before we learn how to love ourselves. See the Empress? And so everything is knowledge, learning, right? We do things a certain way until we get the knowledge, trust, to do it different ways, to do it in ways that is actually going to be beneficial for us. So I've got the Fool upside down. So there's a risk, there's an opportunity, there's a leap of faith that is here transpiring. So it may come up for you, it may have come up, you might be sitting on it, you might be getting downloads about taking the jump, and you're not sure how, you're not sure if you're jumping in the right place, you're waiting for confirmation. You're waiting for confirmation, something solid to confirm that that's the way you should be going forward. Narrowness. So fear can really narrow our minds. Anxiety, not believing in ourselves, not believing in our full potential, right? We can't get to our full potential unless we take, oh, there's a helicopter. I think that's the police helicopter. It's black. Unless we take that leap of faith, and then we become, right? We become. Equanimity. I used to really struggle to say that word. The Two of Crystals. So crystals is all about the mind, seeing clearly, being clouded by like an imposter syndrome. The universe has some big things collectively that it is transpiring at the moment. We're going through a massive, it's not even a shift, it's a transformation, it's a transition. We are transitioning to a place, and we I guess, at the moment where you are right now, make the most of this, because you're never ever going to be here ever again where you are. This next leap of faith, this next timeline jump is going to be huge. Like there is no going back. You're going to want to release. Oh, I see a little person. I've never seen that little person before. He looks like he's looking back. He's been climbing that ledge there, and he's just looking back, maybe catching his breath. That's interesting. He's got his arm up like he's pointing. There's a lot of crystals here, which is about the mind needing to maybe you need to switch off to small ideas, small thoughts, to the 3D world, and dip into some of make a new dimension maybe. You know, if we keep going back to the same dimensions and hopping from the same dimensions, we're not gonna grow. We've already been there and done that. We need to be building new dimensions of ideas, of thoughts, of being, of who we are. We must manifest who we're going to be and start stepping into those spaces. Balance. You need to find balance within yourself to move forward at this time. This is a bit of a different reading. Oh, I've got the Star. I've got the Strength. And then I've got Gemini. You might be a Gemini. You might have Gemini in your chart. It's the Lovers, but I just said Gemini. Strength. So Leo, I've got Aries up in here. That's interesting. Like it's upside down, but is it really upside down when that swan's up the right way? That swan is really, because then, oh, whoa. And then we go like that. The swan's, it's a reflection. So maybe, you've gone from being an ugly duckling and you're transforming into a swan. And if you can't see that, you need to see that. You need to really, I feel like, stop distracting yourself. I just feel like I'm giving you guys a lecture right now. I'm not. I can't stand readings that start giving me a lecture. I get mad. I don't mean to be giving you a lecture. Oh, the monarch butterfly and the turtle. This monarch butterfly is here. I had something come up in a reading the other day that last night, that the monarch butterfly might resonate. Can't think of what the monarch butterfly is about. Beauty, rebirth, and transformation. Strength and endurance. And there's a ring. There's a ring. So a lot of like this energy that we're in at the moment is coming into union with ourselves as a complete whole. So if you've got thoughts and memories and stuff coming from all sorts of different angles, they're all coming in together, the fragmented parts of ourselves, to become whole, to move forward, because we can't move forward with all these different pieces of ourselves. Grounding and balance is needed, accepting every part of you, every feeling, like not trying to change so much, but there's so much change in acceptance, just accepting this is who I am. This is who I am. And loving who you are. Like, These are the things I love. These are the things I don't necessarily like, but perfectly imperfect. We are perfectly imperfect. And the reward card, the Ten of Worlds. Yeah, I've been getting the Ten of Cups a lot lately. Coming into union with yourself is going to be very, very rewarding. Like, I just see a whole. I see a complete, a transfusion of all these different aspects of ourselves coming together as this fucking masterpiece. Like this absolute masterpiece. You might be getting downloads of your past lives, of, you know, what's the word? The inventor. Like the sign on my wall says, everything you can imagine is real. It's real. We are the inventors of everything, and we are manifesting in other realms, and we are bringing it forward into this world. We are, if you look around, shit be changing around here, okay? It is like we've never ever been in this, what is it called? This generation, you know, this time of life, 2020s, you know, this is, no one knows how to walk this path. No one's been here before. No one has been at this exact time before. We're all, you know, if we're all using our intuition, and if you are not great with your intuition yet, just keep practicing. Take a leap of faith with your intuition. Okay, so I've got a little story. These cards, when I got them, it was like nearly 5 years ago, and I just, like, I had been through some shit. I had lost my whole life as I knew it, and it had just been smashed into pieces, and it left me with, you know, two choices. Well, actually, there never is a choice for me. I always am going to push forward. Like, that's just who I am. I don't know how to quit. I don't know what quitting is. Sometimes I might sleep for a day and feel like I can't, you know, deal, but I will never, that's as low as I go, is that I might just be tired and sleep and just shut off for a bit, and it usually helps me grow. Usually I need the rest, but I'm like, you know, it forces us sometimes when this distraction happens to have to make different choices, right? To think differently, because to do the same thing over and over again expecting a different result is insanity. It just makes no sense. So I decided, I was just on my own, in my own little world, and I was going through a lot of things. I was still in therapy, and my counselor had said to me, Tracey, if you don't pull all these fragmented parts of yourself together into a whole before you're 33, when your adult brain is developed, you're going to have some issues. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I did not know what that meant at the time. I just felt pressure, like, oh shit, what's going to happen? Am I going to explode? Am I going to be stuck like this? And then I went on this massive journey of being like, why was I so scared of being stuck? You know, stuck. I wasn't stuck. I am forever changing and forever evolving, but it did send me on this journey of learning myself, of finding these aspects that I had come up, these curiosities, these little ideas, these intuitions, these parts of myself. Like, you know, at the time it started off with buying a fox onesie and going to a festival, and I became a fox. I was like, I want to be a fox. And then, like, all my paintings are signed to the fox. It's an aspect of me. She was a fox, and she was very foxy, you know, and that is still a part of me as a whole. You find, like, I learned all these little, you know, and all these different parts of me and what they were kind of attached to. Like, the fox is like the strategic kind of side of me that deals with, anyway, it's a bit hard to go into all that, but you know, I have all these different kind of spirit animals that have their own aspects and how they help me, and it's how I express myself and embrace them as well. And in the last 5 years, I have found so many different, like, stunning aspects of myself that I never would have had the courage to look at. Actually, it started with, at the end of my marriage, before everything went down, I was in this really dark place, and like shit just exploded. I was in this really dark place where I was sick of fighting, I was tired, I was sick of trying to control things, and it just got worse and worse, and I decided to cut out and be a unicorn. I was like, I don't want to be a human anymore. I'm going to be a magical creature, because then I'm not real, and I'm going to be a unicorn. I brought this t-shirt that said, I'm a unicorn. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not being a part of that. I'm not being this person anymore. I'm done being her. I'm done being this maiden warrior, make everybody do these things because everything's, you know, and I just was like, I'm going to be a happy little fucking unicorn now. And that's where it started. I went into all these different things. And I guess I was trying to find myself in a way, because the who I was and what I had become through all the stress and being in the wrong place and around the wrong people, I'd isolated myself, and was just started jumping into all these different characters, right? But every character was a part of me. It was an aspect of me. And I guess that's what she meant at the end of the day, is bringing all those different aspects together and becoming myself, becoming a whole, walking in my own shoes, like I am who I am. That's what I've been through. That's who I became at those times, because that's what happened, you know, and just accepting yourself completely for who you are, where you've been, what you've thought, what you've felt, what you've done. It is all who you are. It was part of your journey, part of your path. And sometimes it takes getting away from people who have very closed minds, who are living in their ego, who are not open to other perceptions. Sometimes it takes leaving those people behind to be free to be yourself and embrace parts of you. Otherwise, you'll find you keep getting closed off, and you keep getting closed off because it's exhausting trying to just be who you are around people like that. Your integrity and a seer. So, I don't know about you. If you're a seer, you may be getting little glimpses of what's to come, of what's kind of in the air. I'm a seer. I've been having a lot of premonitions lately. So there's definitely a big change that's coming forward. And if you are getting like deja vu, is a good sign of you're exactly where you're meant to be. And that's like a memory kind of stamp on your soul path, like it's an indicator. That's one of the places that you made as part of the plan that would be your indicator, that would let your soul know that you're exactly where you're meant to be. But using your integrity, which sometimes means shutting people out, like listening to yourself, even shutting yourself out sometimes, because sometimes, you know, we need to just listen to our higher self. Sometimes, you know, our soul, our shutting off the mind, because the mind can be overactive, the mind can be very controlling, the mind can be very closed off, it can be very breakthrough, it can be very narrow, right? Seven of Worlds, the breakthrough. So having a breakthrough, sometimes a breakthrough, you've got to have a lot of havoc, right? Before you get there. Damn, I chew my vape to pieces. I don't even know how that happens. Hey, I'm Tracey and I bite. It's the feral. We're all a bit feral somewhere, right? So if you are looking for this breakthrough, lean into your feral. Lean into your animal aspects, your wild, your untamed. Reach deep inside you and find those grey patches. Find those parts that you ignore, that you don't want to look at, that you feel embarrassed of, that you feel shame for. And start loving on them. Start shining the light on them, okay? Because there is so much power and growth in those places that we don't look at, you know, that we shun ourselves and we hide them away. You don't have to go and show the world that. You need to look at it yourself. You need to open up with yourself. You are strong. You're very strong. You're strong enough to look at those parts of yourself. There's a lot of power in connecting with your body too, and connecting with it in different ways, in ways that you've forgotten, ways that you might have connected with your body before that you haven't done lately, and it will bring back memories. Oh, I got the Hanged Man and Illumination. So you're in a hangman space, being held in suspension with a lot of illumination. I'm hearing you won't pass this stage until you learn to sit in it. You need to be comfortable in where you are right now so that you can be illuminated and you can be enlightened, so that your crown chakra can be at full potential to push you forward. It's an upgrade. It's just stay there. Wander around in dimensions for the moment, because you don't have control right now. You don't need to control. You need to release control. Release it. Release it. And just be a spiritual being right now. The world can wait. It will. It will wait. But there's no point stressing yourself out, okay? There's no point stressing about it and wanting to move forward and trying to push yourself forward when you're not meant to move forward right now. We are all being held right now in suspension, and we will all be moved, I feel like at a very similar time. We'll be ascended and we'll be pushed forward into the next timeline. It's collective. Nope, it's too many. Stop it. Okay, we'll have that one. You see, you got your face squished on the cage. The universe. Yep, the universe has got you. You are the universe, and the universe is you. You are. You are. I am that I am. I am that I am. You are all things. All things are you. We're all connected. We're all dipping in and connected to the same source. If you want to connect more, if you want more knowledge, then you just practice and spend more time in meditation. Spend more time detached from what you know, detached from people and things around us that are controlled, that are conditioned, that are restrained to rules and laws, and molded. So you want to be squishy. You want to be fluid and flexible and be open. Being fluid. Oh, I feel like that girl on TikTok, the NPC. Thank you for the lollipop. Just like that, be fluid, be open, be grateful. Look at the little things, okay? It's always the little things. The little things are always the big things in the end. You're in a chrysalis, okay? We're all in a chrysalis right now. Oh, anger and rejoice. You might have some anger that you're needing to release. I know I have. I made some fucking pants out of it. live with our anger and our trauma. I don't know about you, but I make trauma jokes all the time. It helps. It really helps. Like, laughing is the best medicine. Like, some people might not understand it, but you're shining a light on the darkness, right? And when you shine a light on the darkness, it really has no power. You know, that's how we heal our trauma, is we release, we forgive ourselves, we forgive others for just doing what they know how to do. We forgive the world, we forgive God, we forgive, you know, we listen to our intuition. And I don't know about you, but I've had times where my intuition has led me to places that hurt, to places that I felt shame, that I felt like, what the fuck was the point in that? But knowing that my intuition led me there, and so I'm like, well, I'm going to keep trusting my intuition, even though it's not always leading me to this amazing place. You know, there's a common misconception that our intuition is always going to lead us to these amazing places, to these amazing things, and we'll never get hurt, and we'll never, you know, but then we'll never grow. Sometimes our intuition leads us to these places. It leads us to where we need to go. Not where we want to go, where we need to go. We go through what we go through. We go through the experiences to learn what we need to learn, and the way that we need to learn it to build who we need to become, who we are becoming, how our world is transforming. Every little tiny aspect of it is perfectly illustrated by the universe. So question it, question everything, and pick yourself out of the tiny little box that you're thinking from. Look at it from the outside. Look at it without all the emotions being attached and being pissed off and feeling shame and all that stuff. Look outside of it, from the outside looking in, and look at it and see, what is this teaching me? How am I growing? What is the lesson in this? What am I feeling right now? It's provoked an emotion in me that I would not have provoked if I hadn't had this situation. And when it provokes a feeling, a memory, a lesson, we are going to grow. And when we grow, we are rewarded. The harsher the lesson, you know, the more powerful the reward is going to be, the more powerful we are going to be. You know, like some of the people that have been through the most extremely painful things are very, very, very strong because they made it through. And I think there's an incredible power in these extremely painful things happening to us. And later on down the track, right, when you heal and you're not attached to them anymore, and you're not upset about it anymore, and you're moving on with your life, and you're happy and you're grateful, and you're like aware that that is part of you, but it is not you anymore. You're not living the nightmare anymore. You've let it go. And that you need to sit with sometimes for a moment and just think how fucking out of this world that is, to not be living in these nightmares that we might have been through, that we thought we would never ever release, that we thought would never let go of this pain. And you did. You made it through. You healed that pain. You pushed through. You found love again. You found love in yourself. You found love around you. You kept looking forward. You saw the light. There is always light, even in the darkest times. You've got to look for that light and follow that motherfucking light. Follow it. You know, there'll always be, I've got a painting I painted like 2014, one of the darkest, I've been in some dark fucking places, I tell you. Was a really quite dark time, and in the painting there is light even in the darkest times. And I've got it in my bedroom to remind me of any time I feel darkness around me, that it reminds me of where I've been and how I've, what I've made it through. It reminds me, like, it might be dark right now, but there's light everywhere around me, and you look like, what's going good for me. Even sometimes, everything around you is going good for you, but you might be a bit stagnant, you might be being held, you might have some things you need to let go of and you need to look at, and you're being stubborn. I'm stubborn too. I'm stubborn as fuck. I'm an Aries. Not that it's got anything to do with that, but when you're super strong and you've been through a lot, you can be really, really stubborn. Okay, what else have we got? I'm having some big corridors today. I'm going to stop this soon because we're nearly at an hour and I need to pee because I've been drinking a lot of water. Drink some water. It'll help with the transition. Any other messages? Oh, the Empress. I did see that before. Empress, harmony, and logic. So nurture. Yeah, being logical. Sometimes you got to step the fuck out of those emotions. Just step out of them. Step out. They can really take over. And when they take over, it just causes a lot of chaos, really. So if you're feeling a lot of big emotions, just exit stage less. Exit stage less. You know the saying, exit stage left. Less. Go find something that makes you feel good, okay? Don't punish yourself. Do not punish yourself. Don't stay in that energy. Just see it, acknowledge it, and then choose to move forward from it. Choose to step out of it into your harmony using your logic. Your logic is, it is not you. You are not it. You are just feeling it. Don't let it become you. Go and take that energy, that pain, that whatever's coming up, those memories, and transmute it into something beautiful. So turning our pain into power and beauty and creativity. That is our gift. It is an absolute gift that we have been given to do that. And some people don't use it. And if you use it, your gifts become stronger and stronger. And then people be all like, and you'll be like, bruh, you don't even know. I wish I had gifts. Oh, well, maybe if you looked inside instead of looking around all the fucking time at what everybody else is doing, being mad at them, you'd see you have gifts too, right? I don't know where that came from. I gotta stop laughing or I'll wet myself. Stop. Alright, let's go last cards. I used to love playing last card. Love it. You might have been a card player too if you read cards. Synergy, 6 of Worlds. Oh, more swans. There's 2 swans here. All the worlds coming together. Bringing your worlds together. Bringing all of our worlds together as one. Collectively. Yeah, that's... I see everything like a magnet to you. You're drawing everything into you, and that might be quite overwhelming, actually, the energy. You might just be overstimulated, overwhelmed a little bit. Too many parts of yourself coming together at once. But just ground yourself. Grounding is super important. And getting like crown tickling, like, I don't know what the word is for that. Like a tingling. Yeah, so balancing your chakras, do maybe some yoga, drink lots of water, eat good food, isolate right now can be really helpful because your energy will be very sensitive. Lotus. nurture yourself, and just fucking take it easy. Just take it easy. Just breathe. Just try not to overload with information. Try not to study right now. Like, try not to fall into too many rabbit holes. Just take care of yourself. Do some writing if you need to, but just, yeah, slow, baby steps. Baby steps. Just don't put too much pressure on yourself right now. That's what the universe is asking of you. Yeah, and a regenerative state. It's not a setback. You're regenerating, building yourself. So slow down and just be in this. Just be in it. Just be accepting of it. Anything else? Anything else? 5, change. Yeah, there's some big changes coming in. Unexpected too. Good. Some might feel bad, like for the good ones to come in, some things might have to go, and which can be quite chaotic when things end, right? Things have to end so other things can begin. Feeler, Child of Cups, your inner child. Connect with your inner child. Connecting, all passion. What's that? Oh, the Tower. I'm like, oh, I know that card. What's that? The Tower. This guy. I fucking love these cards. I remember looking at these cards. Oh, I didn't even tell you the story about how I just intuitively started making my life decisions based on my cards 5 years ago. And it led me some really cool places, actually, to this festival called Dimension that so many people I know, and I've gone through all these different cycles with these different people who were all at that same place, and I swear we all took off and went to another planet at that festival. And I have just jumped around, and we've all gone through all these different things, and there's not enough time in the day to talk about that. But I went to that festival because I started using my cards, and I'm like, well, I've managed to really fuck up my life by using my brain. Why don't I just start using my cards and see where they lead me? And they led me to some amazing places. I just fully took a leap of faith, and I let the cards make the decisions for me, and I just I followed them, and that's, I guess, how I've got here. And I've been doing cards for 5 years now. That's how I started. So that Tower coming in, I feel like realizing that the world as you know it, the life as you know it is over right now. A new one is beginning. The horse lady is over there, and she's leading her horses. Where's my dog? And they're all following. It's 3 horses. Okay, I really gotta go. I really gotta pee. Horses might be a symbol for you. So cute. She's leading one out, and the other ones are like, I want to come too. Anubis. 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 I feel like he's just there, but I can't see him. Guardian. Yeah, you are being looked after by the universe, by your spirit guides, by your ancestors. You may feel alone right now, like you're lost in your own little Alice in Wonderland, but you're not alone. You're exactly where you need to be. Confusion. It's because you're not meant to know yet. You've got work to do. So don't get confused. Just release needing to know what's going on. Release change and purity. Got change over here. There's some big changes coming in, okay? And you're not meant to know. We're not meant to know. So keep reminding yourself, I'm not meant to know, okay? You just do what you've got to do, what you're meant to do. Just do you right now, okay? And be fully in flow. You need to get yourself into flow like a river. flowing like a river, okay, like water. Become flexible, become fluid, and it will change. It's going to be the best way to go into this new 5-5 on the clock. It's going to be the best way to go into this timeline is fluid. Just embracing. Anubis, stay here. To go into this next timeline is to just be comfortable, regenerate, and be submissive. Really, you're submitting to the universe's plans. You're submitting to God's plan. Releasing control. You are now the collective sub. We are all subbing right now to God, to the universe, obedience. So just be in flow. You're a fucking stick in the river or a leaf. Oh yeah, I got the confusion again. And the Lovers. Commencement. You might be confused about love. Like, what the fuck is going on? If you're, single, if you're in a relationship or whatever, but there's a massive transformation going on at the moment. And it's going to be upgraded whether you've got love coming in or not, but it's a big fucking secret. I'm not a fan of secrets, okay, so this is really hard for me too. As a child, I would go on massive freaking Dora the Explorer missions. I would find my presents. Mum couldn't even hide them at the house at all because I'd find them. I would know everything. I even went through my nana's drawers and my nana was terrifying. So this might be a big test for you as well with the secrets that are going on, but breathe, find your happy place, find your harmony, and submit to it, because it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge, okay? So you don't want to race into it. You don't want to rush into it. You don't want to go into it anxious. You want to just find your place of being grounded, loving yourself, being happy, and grateful. Gratitude is an epic place to ground yourself in and to help you move into the next timeline. Being grateful, you want to move into it grateful, because whatever you put out there is what you get back, right? So try and keep your energy tame. Get a little bit wild, as I was saying earlier. These spaces that we're in, make the most of these spaces, because things are about to get really busy. This is the time of year where things get crazy. And so I might not be able to upload. I'm going to try and do as many videos as I can the next couple of weeks, because I've got actually a really busy October, like mid-October till end of November. I'm going to be pretty busy, so I'm not sure how many videos I'm going to be able to get out in that time, but so I'll make the most of that. And also my new channel that I've made with the healing podcasts, I'm going to make my first podcast for that as well, and try to get a video a week or every 2 weeks for that. So if you are looking for some guidance and healing, Building Powerful People 1111 is the channel. So far I only have an introduction video on what I'm going to be going through in my podcasts and what they will be, but I will get that first one out there soon. If you would like to book a personal reading with me to go more in depth on your personal situation, if you go to my bio, I have my website there, my email address. You can book through there with me. You need to email me so we can conversate a bit, so that I can let you know the details and agree whether I'm going to give you a personal reading or not. I just will go with my intuition on if I'm meant to read for you or not. I don't just give personal readings, private readings with anybody. It needs to align with me. I'm obedient to my intuition. So depending on what that says, but if you would like to book, email me. Please like and subscribe to support the channel so I can get my message out further. There is a lot of good information that I have, knowledge that I have gathered on my journeys that could really help other people if you could. So take care out there. Good luck. Love yourself. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.